So when you come onto your mat, just having a block pretty handy because we'll need it quite early on into our practice this morning. And then turning around to come and lie down on your back. And if it's a little bit too much for you to straighten the legs to begin with, just keep the knees bent. And just allow yourself a moment here to just kind of wiggle your body into the mat. Wiggle the hips. Maybe you take a little bit of movement in the fingers and the wrists. Clench and clench the toes. Let the head rock from side to side. Just taking a moment or two here to just bring your attention onto your mat, the four corners of your mat, into the spaces in your body. And being aware of any spaces in your body that are holding on to any tightness or tension. And as you move through your practice, adapting as you need, backing off if you need to, taking child's pose whenever you want. And then begin to work on a full deep inhale. Inhaling from the soles of the feet all the way up to the heart, to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, fully releasing the breath, and feel the shoulders relax beneath you. Feel the arms relax beneath you. Take a full deep breath in. Draw the breath in from the soles of the feet all the way up to the top of the head. Exhale, the shoulders relax and soften, the arms, the face, the legs. And if you're not there already, just allowing the legs to straighten out. And take a reach of the arms overhead, full body stretch. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, draw the right knee all the way into the chest. Think you're about keeping the head and shoulders on the floor as you bring the right knee nice and close. Taking the inhale, reach the arms overhead, full body stretch. And then exhale, draw the left knee into the chest. A gentle squeeze down of the left knee towards the body. Inhale, full body stretch, arms long, legs long. Exhale, draw the right knee into the chest. Bring that right leg a little squeeze. Inhale, arms reach overhead, full stretch. Exhale, left knee draws in. With your next breath, bring the right knee into the chest. A small rock around of the back here, massaging the spine into the floor. And then allow the feet to come down onto the mat. Reaching the arms overhead, full breath in. And exhale to a gentle twist to the right. Just allowing the knees to fall over to the right side of the mat. Keep your breath smooth and steady. Maybe here you can close the eyes and feel the energy in your body, the strength in your body, the spaces in your body. And bringing the knees all the way back to center on your inhale. And as you exhale, lower the knees to the left. Inhale, bringing the knees all the way up to center. And then exhale, draw the right knee into the chest. Take the hands around the back of the right leg and lift and point the right toes all the way up to the ceiling. Find your full length here in your leg. See if you can point the toes a little high and make your leg long. Take a breath. And then exhale, flex the foot, point the toes to the earth. Inhale, point the toes to the sky. Exhale, point the toes to the earth. Inhale, point to the sky. Exhale to the earth. From here, cross the right foot over the left thigh. Press your right knee away from you. Beginning to work onto your hip stretch here. Take a breath. And as you exhale, lift the left foot off the floor. As you lift the left foot, press the right knee away from you. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, release the left and right feet to the floor. Take an inhale to draw the left knee into the chest. Exhale the hands around the back of the left leg, point the left toes to the ceiling. Find the full length in your left leg here. Take a breath, point the toes. Exhale, flex the toes. Inhale, point to the ceiling. Exhale, flex to the floor. Inhale, point the toes to the ceiling. Exhale, flex to the floor. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. And then cross the left foot over the right thigh. Press your left knee away from you. And inhale, lift the right foot off the floor. Just gently moving into those hips. Continuing to press the left hand into the left knee. Push it away from you as you draw the right knee in close. And land on the right foot, left feet on the floor. Take an inhale to a full body stretch. Arms and legs reach long. Exhale, draw both knees into the chest. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, draw both knees into the chest. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Place the left foot to the floor. Slide the hands around the back of the right leg as you lift your right toes to the ceiling. Take a breath. And then exhale, flex the right foot. From here, see if you can reach to catch the right foot in the right hand, or maybe you're resting your right hand somewhere along the inside of the right leg. Take a breath. And exhale, take your right leg all the way out to the right. Working on a stretch on the inner thigh. And here, if you feel it's a little uncomfortable to have the leg straight, just keep the right knee bent and take the bent right knee out to the right. It's the same movement, same exercise, just a different way to approach it. So either full extension of the leg, or maybe you're using your bent leg. Take in a breath. And then exhale, bring the right leg all the way back to center and cross the right foot over the left thigh. Figure of four here. Press the right knee away. And then inhale, lift the left foot off the floor. Slide the hands around the back of the left leg. And then lift and point the left toes all the way up to the ceiling. Staying here, if you can bring your legs a little closer to the body. Take a breath in. Take a long breath out. Place the left foot back to the floor. Keep the right foot where it is. Inhale, arms overhead or out wide. And exhale, tip both knees over to the left. Inhale, bring the knees center. And exhale, tip both knees over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, tipping the knees left. Inhale, center. Exhale, tip the knees right. Inhale all the way through center. Exhale, in the right foot to the floor. And inhale, bring the left knee into the chest. Taking the hands around the back of the left leg, lift and point the left toes to the ceiling. From here, beginning to flex the left foot. See if you can reach to catch the foot, or maybe again, you're placing your hand on the inside of the leg, or maybe you're coming into that bent knee. Take a breath. And then exhale, take your left leg left. Working on the stretch on the inner thigh here on the left side. Pressing the knee, the toes down towards the ground as you find your inner thigh stretch. And then inhale, and the left leg comes all the way back to center. And then cross the left foot over the right leg. Press the left knee away. And then inhale the right foot off the floor. Slide the hands around the back of the right leg and begin to point the toes to the ceiling. Holding onto your figure of four shape here in the legs. Take a breath. And then exhale, see if you can draw the legs a little closer to the body. From here, placing the right foot to the floor. Keep the left leg as it is. Inhale in to reach the arms overhead or take them out wide, your chest. Exhale, tip the feet and knees over to the right. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, tilt to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to left. Inhale, center. Exhale, both knees into the chest. Slide the hands around the back of the thighs and take a little rock all the way up to your seat. And as you come up to your seat, place the soles of the feet together. And then taking a hold of either the feet or the ankles, wherever you can, just take a little bounce in the knees here. Just encouraging a little bit of movement and looseness in the inner thighs. And from the bounce of our knees, find some stillness and lean over to the right. See if you can land your right elbow into your right knee and then push the left knee down towards the ground. Shift the weight of your shoulders to center, lean into the left, and then press the right knee towards the ground. Shift the weight of the shoulders to center and reach the right leg all the way out in front of you. Take both hands either side of the right leg, take an inhale, sit tall, and exhale, fold forward. Sliding the hands towards the right foot. Bringing your belly to the right thigh. Think here about reaching your nose towards your right foot. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And on your inhale, slide the hands all the way back towards center. Exhale, take a twist to the left. As you twist left, keep the spine nice and lifted. Think about lifting the breastbone up towards the ceiling, the top of the head to the ceiling. Take a breath. Exhale, bring the twist back to center and bring the right foot to meet the left. A little bounce in the legs here. Notice where you're stiff in the hips, which hip feels a little tighter, which knees a little higher. And then find stillness and take a lean to the left. Press the right knee down towards the ground. Noticing where those tight spaces are in the hips here. And then bringing the shoulders to center, lean over to the right, and press the left knee towards the ground. Noticing one side is much more easier than the other to move. And then bring it back to center and slide the left leg long. Take both hands either side of the left leg, sit tall. Exhale, fold and fold. Sliding the hands towards the left foot. Bringing the belly and ribs over the left thigh. Reaching the heart and the chin towards the left ankle. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Inhale, slide to center. Exhale, twist to the right. In your twist, sit tall, lengthen up through the spine. Top of the head, reach into the ceiling. Take a breath. Exhale all the way back to center. Bring the left foot in to meet the right. Give those knees a little bit of a bounce. And then from here, we're going to take both feet out wide into a straddle pose. So taking the feet as wide as feels comfortable for you. And then bring your block in front and lift it onto its tallest setting. And then from here, just begin to lean forward. So you're bringing your elbows into your block. And then allow some movement in the legs. Find a little stillness here in the legs. Think here about rocking the hips forward and back. So you begin to feel as if your hip bones point towards the earth and your sit bones point out behind you. And then find a little stillness here. Bring the shoulders over the hips. Take a twist to the right. Hands either side of the right thigh. Take an inhale, sit tall in your twist. Flex the feet, toes and knees point to the ceiling. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, taking the block onto its mid-level and bring the elbows over the block. Find some movement in the legs. Maybe you like and prefer that sensation of rocking the hips forward and back to find some movement. And from your forward fold, bring the shoulders to center and slide the block towards the right ankle. Take the right hand on the block, the left hand on the right. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows and slide the block of fraction further forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows, slide the block forward. And here, with your next inhale, begin to lift the left armpit, elbow, and wrist all the way up to the ceiling as you twist. And exhale, bring the left hand to the right. Inhale, left hand lifts to the ceiling as you twist. Exhale, take the left hand to the right. Slide the block all the way back to center. And then both hands on the block, begin to reach and slide the block as far out in front of you as you can go. Again, thinking about your sit bones sticking out behind you, your hip bones rocking and rolling down towards the ground. Take in a breath. Exhale, slide the block back to center, and then place it alongside the left ankle. Left hand on the block, right hand on left. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows, slide the block forward. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend the elbows, slide the block forward. And with your next inhale, find your twist. Right armpit, elbow, wrist bone, look towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the right hand to the left. Beautiful. Inhale, find your twist. Right elbow, wrist, all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, right hand to left. Slide your block all the way back to center, and then lower the block onto its lowest level. And then leaning forward, see if you can land your elbows on your block. Wiggle the legs. Rock the hips forward and backwards. See if you can find a little bit more depth here in your forward fold. Taking a moment here, full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. Bring the shoulders in line with the hips. Take your block on its flat right foot. Placing the right hand on the block, the left hand on the right. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend elbows, slide the block forward. And then flex the foot. So the toes point up towards the ceiling. An option here to take a hold of the right foot in the left hand. As we begin to work into our twist, if holding onto the foot's too much, just release the foot. Take an inhale, lift the left armpit, elbow, wrist in the direction of the ceiling. If you have a hold of the foot and your arm is in front of your nose, then release the foot and just think about taking that arm a little bit further overhead. Take in a breath. Exhale, come all the way back to center. With your block on its flattest level, take a breath. And exhale, slide and reach your block forward. Hips moving back. Hips moving forward even. Sit bones moving back. Take a breath in. A long exhale. And then slowly slide on the block all the way into center. Take it to the left foot. Left hand on the block, right hand on left. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend elbows, slide the block forward. Flex the left foot. Optional again, take a hold of the left foot in the right hand or just keep that right hand free. And as you inhale, find your twist. Again, if you have the foot, but you're kind of looking your nose onto your arm, just release the foot and let that arm reach overhead. Take in a breath. Exhale, come all the way back to center. And as you come through center, just set your block out behind you and leaning forward, see if you can bring the elbows flat down onto the ground. If that's not an option, you still need to use your blocks, then use your block. Take in a breath. Long exhale. And walking the hands all the way back up through center. Take a twist to the right. Hands frame the right leg, reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Any issues with shoulders or wrists, stay here. But if you want to add on a little bit of a lift, take an inhale and lift your bottom all the way off the floor. Reaching the left arm out behind you. Take a breath. Exhale, sit back to the mat. Take a twist to the left. Reaching the right arm up to the sky. Any issues again with hip, wrists or shoulders, stays you off. Or taking an inhale to lift your bottom all the way off the floor. Reaching the right hand out behind you. Landing your bottom all the way down onto the mat. Gently slide those legs in towards each other. Give them a bit of a shake out. They might not feel like they belong to you just now. And then flip around onto your hands and knees into tabletop. And just have your block handy so it's at the front of the mat. With the hands nice and wide, just begin to find a little bit of a wiggle here in the hips. Swaying the hips, the shoulders. And then on your inhale, find your cat-cow. Dip the belly, lift the head and the hips. Exhale, round it out into your cat. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale through neutral. And as you exhale, extend the right leg fully. Feel the full length of your right leg. And then think about the right hip bone coming in line with the left. Take a breath here. And exhale, draw the right knee in towards the nose. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend the right leg. And exhale, step the right foot behind the right hand. And as you step the foot behind the hand, bring your block underneath your shoulders and bring the elbows onto your block on its toe level. Sole of the right foot stays in contact with the floor. Gentle squeeze of the right knee in towards your arms. And see if you can keep your weight central here. Try to avoid lunging forward, but just keep those hips nice and center. You might be able to let the head relax down into the arms. Taking a few deep breaths here, feeling into the space around your right hip. Long exhales. And beginning to release the hands to the floor, frame your block, send the right knee back to meet the left. So we're in tabletop. Keep the block where it is and rock the weight of your hips forward. Take a breath here. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull them back to the ribs and hover the heart over the block. Keeping the hip bones and the belly up away from the floor. Work the shoulders, work your arms. Take a breath in, beautiful. Exhale, push back into child's pose. And if your shoulders will allow in child's pose, rest the hands on the top of the block and see if you can just let the head relax down between the arms. If you get any pinching around the shoulders, then just bring the hands back down onto the floor. Taking a deep breath in. Taking a deep breath out. Rising all the way back up through tabletop. Inhale to your cow. Exhale into your cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale into your cat. Inhale, center. Exhale, extend the left leg. And again, extend the leg fully. Feel the full length of the leg, level up the hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring the left knee in towards the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step the left foot behind the left hand. And then bring the elbows down onto the block. Again, hips are nice and central. Left foot completely on the floor. Gentle squeeze of the left knee towards the left arm. You can relax the head down here into your arms if that feels comfortable for you. And just begin to feel those hips. Taking a few deep breaths here. Noticing the differences between the left and the right sides. And then slowly bringing the palms of the hands to the floor, frame your block, slide the left knee back. Take an inhale as you shift the weight of the hips forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, hover the heart over the block. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out, and then press it all the way back into child's pose. Using the block if that feels good for your shoulders. Place the hands on top of the block, rest the head towards the floor. Again, any pinching in the shoulders, just release the hands down onto the mat. Take a breath in, taking a breath out. Rising all the way up to tabletop. From tabletop, beginning here to take your right knee out to the right. And then tap the right knee to the left. And then lift the right knee right. Tap the right knee left. Lift the right knee right. And then place the right foot out to the right so that your knees and toes point away from you. And then once you're here, shift your way into the right side. Bring your block on its medium level and rest the elbows on top of the block. You can allow the head to rest. You might continue a little bit of movement from side to side, working it into your right hip. Take a deep breath in. Taking a deep breath out. Shift the weight of the hips to center. Keep your block on its medium level in the middle of the mat. Hands frame the block, right knee meets left. Take an inhale, shift the weight of the hips and shoulders forward. Exhale, hover your heart over your block. Bending the elbows so that they pull in towards the rib cage. Keep pulling the belly muscles in and up away from the floor. Full breath here. Amazing work. Exhale, press all the way back through child's pose. Again, you can use your block for your hands if you like that space in the shoulders here. Relaxing the head towards the floor. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Rising up to tabletop. Hands to the floor. Inhale, left knee left. Exhale, tap left knee to right. Inhale, lift the left knee left. Exhale, tap it to the right. Inhale, lift the left knee, step the left foot out to the left. Turning the toes and the knee away from you, and then shift the weight over to the left. Once you shift your weight over to the left, bring your block underneath your elbows on its little medium level, unless you need some more height. You might find stillness, you might continue that rocking sensation from side to side. Just moving into your hips here. Nice deep lunge. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Shift the weight of the hips back to center, block to the center of the mat on its medium level. From here, rock the weight of the hips forward, take a breath. Exhale, hover the heart over your block. Bringing the gaze forward. Maybe you're looking to the very tip of your mat. Take a breath. Use your arms, use your core, your center. Amazing, everyone. Press all the way back into child's pose. Optional to use your block for the hands, allowing the head to rest between them. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. Rising all the way up to tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips to a downward facing dog. And find some movement in your downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs, rock the hips, sway the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Take a long exhale out. And with your next breath, lift your right leg high. See if you can find the full length here in your right leg. And then exhale, bring the knee into the nose. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, step the right foot behind the right hand. Lower the left knee to the floor. Take your block up onto its tallest level. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, begin to stand up tall, stretching out both legs. Pushing the left heel towards the floor. Take a breath. Exhale, bend the knees, tap the left to the floor. Inhale, rise to stand, straightening through the legs. Left heel pushes towards the floor. Exhale, knees to the mat. Inhale, rise and tall. Stretching out through the legs. Press the left heel down towards the floor. Take a breath here, bringing the gaze forward. And as you exhale, beginning to lift your left leg all the way off the mat. So you're coming into your warrior three, supported with your block. Feel the full length in the left leg, hip bones nice and level. You might need to wiggle your block slightly forward here as you move into your warrior three. Take a breath. And then exhale, float the arms along by the hips and thighs. Take a full deep breath here. Exhale, stand and balance. Left foot just hovers over the block. And then once you've found your balance, circle the left foot around your block in one direction. And then change up the directions. Find a little stillness and stand and balance. Take an inhale to warrior three. Exhale, hands to the block. Place the left foot down onto the floor, stepping into our pyramid pose. So we want both of the feet flat down on the floor here with as much length in the legs as we can. And as you inhale, bring the gaze forward. Exhale, round the spine, draw the chin all the way into the chest. Inhale, reaching the heart forward. Exhale, round the spine, chin into chest. Inhale, bring the gaze forward. Exhale, pull your right hip back to meet your left, squeezing the inner thighs in towards each other. And then if your shoulders will allow, take an inhale to a twist, reaching the right arm to the ceiling. As you twist, lean the head and shoulders back. Think about your right arm doing the work of lifting the weight up out from your left wrist. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together. Take a breath here. Exhale, release the right hand to the floor. Place your block on its lowest level in the middle of the mat. Step back to a plank. You've guessed it, we're going lower. Take a breath in. Exhale, hover the heart over the block. Lifting the knees, the thighs, the belly. And on your next inhale, lift into your upward facing dogs to downward facing dog. Wiggling it out through the legs, through the hips. And as you take your next inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, bring the left knee into the nose. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, stepping the left foot to the top of the mat. Bringing your block up onto its highest level. Take a breath. And then land the right knee onto the floor. Take a breath in here. Exhale, stand and tall, stretch the legs, press the right heel towards the floor. Take a breath. Exhale to the right knee. Inhale to stand, stretch the legs. Exhale to the right knee. Inhale to stand. Press the right heel towards the floor. Feel the length in the legs. Take in a breath. Wiggling the block forward if you need. Exhale to warrior three, right leg lifts. Thinking about leveling up the hips in warrior three. Take a breath. And then exhale, float the arms along by the hips. Inhale, stand and balance. And as you exhale, circle the right foot around the block in one direction and into the other direction. Find stillness in the right leg, taking the inhale to warrior three. Exhale, hands to the block and step the right foot onto the floor. Coming into our pyramid legs, heels of both feet meet the floor. Take an inhale, bring the gaze forward. Exhale, round the spine, curl the chin into the chest. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, round the spine, curl the chin into the chest. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, pull the left hip in to meet the right. Again, if the shoulders allow, take an inhale to a twist. All the while as you twist, keep the feet flat to the floor. Keep pressing the right heel down. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together and then lifting the left wrist up a little bit higher. Take in a breath. Exhale, land the left hand to the floor. From here, lower your block so it's flat to the mat, and then step back to plank. You can lower those knees on the floor if you need to modify. Take a breath. Exhale, bend in the elbows, chaturanga, hover the heart an inch or two over the block. Hold, amazing everyone. Inhale to your upward facing dogs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a moment here in downward facing dog just to pedal out through the legs. Allowing the head to relax between the arms. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And as you take your next inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step the right behind the right hand. Land the left heel to the floor. And then from here, bring your block just to the inside of the right foot. Placing both hands onto the block. Bend into the right knee. Take a breath. And then exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale to straighten. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale to straighten. From here, take an inhale and lift the left arm all the way up to the ceiling. Triangle pose. And as you begin to open up the arm in your triangle, think about pushing your left hip bone forward as you lean your head and shoulders slightly back. Lift the left arm a little higher, pull and lift the weight out from your right wrist. Take in a breath. Long exhale. And then bring the left hand all the way back down to your blocks. And then take the block all the way around to the middle of the mat to the left. So you're coming into your wide straddle stance. From here, let the elbows rest down over your block and let the head relax into the arms. If you need to bend the knees or walk the feet wider to bring the elbows over the block, then just step out wider. Take a breath in, taking a breath out. And from here, take a hold of the block in the hands and walk it out in front of you. So you've got a little stretch in the arms. Take a breath. And then exhale, twist the left hand towards the right leg. Take a peek underneath your right armpit. Bring the left hand to center. And then cross and twist the left hand to the right. Peek under the left armpit. Bring the right hand back to center. And then from here, you're going to bring your block towards your left leg. And then we're going to take it into a side lunge until you can sit down on top of your block. Now, you might need your block to be up on a high level. You might need to stack 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 blocks. Or if the blocks are just too far, maybe you're just going to stay up with a little bit of height here in the legs, and that's totally acceptable. So, wherever you are, make yourself a little bit more comfortable here on the blocks, and then reach the arms forward. Take a breath in, and then exhale, lean forward. Reaching the arms, the heart, the chest, all the way forward. You can stay here just feeling into the reach, feeling into the hips, or you can add a little bind by wrapping the left arm around the left knee and wrapping the right arm around the back. If the bind is just not for you, then stay with the reach forward or just stay focused on the side lunge. Take in a breath. Exhale, release the bind if you have it, and then taking the right hand towards the floor, reach and lift the left arm to the sky. Take a breath. Exhale, bringing the left hand to the mat, beginning to rise all the way back up towards your straddle. Place your block to the right on its flat point. Plant the hands, step into plank, lower down chaturanga, hover the heart over the block. Stay here for a moment. Feel your strength and your power. Inhale to an up dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Find a movement in the legs in down dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And as you take your next inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step in the left foot behind the left hand. Land the right heel to the floor. Bring your block so it's just to the inside of the left foot. Left hand on the block, right hand on left. Take a breath in. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale to bend. Exhale to straighten. From here, as you take your inhale, lift and reach the right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Find in your triangle pose. Once you've found the lift of the right arm, work on pressing the right hip bone forward and leaning the head and shoulders slightly back until you feel as if you've got more space in the front of the body. Lifting the weight up out from the left wrist. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, bring your right hand on top of your left. And then take the block around to the right, coming back into your straddle pose. From straddle pose, lower the block onto its either medium or low level and see if you can land the elbows over the block. Same movement as we did on the floor, but only now we're elevated onto our feet. Hips lift high. Feet nice and firm on the mat, gripping the toes into the floor if you need to. And from here, take your block and reach and slide it forward. Take in a breath. Exhale, cross, right hand to left leg, find a twist. Come back to center, cross the left hand to the right, find your twist. Come all the way back through center. From here, you're going to bring the block over towards the right leg. And then take your side lunge so that you're aiming your bum down onto your block. Again, you can stack the blocks, lift it a little bit higher if you need it. Or maybe you're staying up a little bit taller and just focusing on that side lunge. And then from here, you might be able to reach the arms forward and then lean forward. If you're leaning forward and want to reach for the bind, wrap the arms around the right leg. Keeping the knee, the right arm around the right knee even. Holding the bind if you have it. Take a breath. Exhale, release the bind. Place the left hand to the floor. Reach and twist the right arm to the sky. Take a breath here. Exhale, bringing the hands all the way back to the mat. Come into your straddle. And then place the block to the left. Frame the block as you step back plank. Lower down, chaturanga, hover the heart, hover the hips and thighs. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in. Deep breath out. On your next inhale, lift and reach your right leg high. Exhale, step on the right foot between the hands. Rise all the way up to high crescent lunge, taking a hold of your block in your hands. Reaching the block all the way overhead. Take a breath here. Exhale, bend the elbows and send the block just behind the shoulders. From here, take your left hand behind the back and see if you can take a hold of the block in the left hand. Take an inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, holding onto the block, begin to lean forward and lift the left leg off the floor. So you're coming into this modified warrior three. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, place the block down onto the floor and then cross your left foot over your right thigh as you come into your standing pigeon. Fold forward over the legs. Use the block for the hands to rest into if you need something for a little bit of balance. Or maybe you're using the block because you can fold even deeper and let the elbows rest over the block. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. From here, we're going to slide our left feet over to the right. So we're coming into a cross-legged forward fold. And then folding over the block. See again if you can rest the elbows into the block. Feeling the stretch around the hips. Take a deep breath in. Taking a deep breath out. Bringing the hands to the block. From here, we're going to begin to send the left leg all the way out behind us, warrior three. Take a hold of your blocks, reach them out in front of you, and then bend the elbows to bring the block behind the shoulders. Take the left hand back around, catch the block. Take a breath. Exhale, high crescent lunge. Take a breath in high crescent lunge. Exhale in the block flat to the floor. Step back plank. Lower down chaturanga, hover the heart over the block. Inhale and up dog or cobra. Exhale to a downward facing dog. Find your movement here in your down dog. Taking a deep breath in, a deep breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, step in the left foot between the hands. Hold on to your block as you rise up into your high crescent lunge. From high, bend the elbows, bring the block behind the shoulders, and then take the right hand around you and see if you can catch your block in the right hand. Beautiful. Take a breath in. Exhale, leaning forward, float the right leg off the floor, warrior three. Level the hips. Take a breath. Exhale, placing the block to the floor. And then cross the right foot over the left thigh as you come into your standing pigeon. You can reach the hands down onto the block, or you can take it even further by bringing the elbows over the block. Full breath in. Full breath out. From here, coming into your cross-legged forward fold, slide the right foot to the floor. Fold forward over the legs and then land the elbows into your blocks. Take a breath here. Long exhale. Bring the hands to the block. Send the right leg all the way out behind you, warrior three. And then inhale, reach the block forward. And then bend the elbows to bring the block behind the head. And then take the right arm around and catch the block. Step the right foot into your high lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the block to the floor on its flat surface, step back plank. From plank, lower down, chaturanga. Chaturanga to your up dogs. Into your downward facing dog. And then your inhale, bring the gaze forward. Exhale, step or jump the feet to the hands. Lift up halfway. Exhale to a fold. Inhale and wide arms rise all the way up to standing high mountain. Exhale and bring the hands to the heart. And then make your way over to a wall, a door, or a flat surface. And just come in to face the wall. And then take a bend in the right knee. Lift it up towards your chest. And place the right foot into the wall. Bend in the knee. Place the fingertips or the hands onto the wall. Take a breath. You might even need to hold on to your calf, maybe if the wall is too far away. Take a breath here. And then exhale, stretch the right leg. Inhale to bend. Exhale to stretch. Inhale, bend. Exhale to stretch. From here, taking your right hand towards your right leg, wherever it can land. Turn your left toes out to face the left, and then reach the left arm left. So you're in your triangle pose here at the wall, standing nice and tall. If in triangle you would like to take a bind, then take a bend in the right knee, dangle the right arm just by the right thigh, and then wrap your right arm around your right hip and take your left hand behind your back. Amazing. If you have the bind and you want to increase your stretch, take a breath. Exhale, straighten through the right leg. Take in a breath here. Exhale, bend the right knee. Bring the hands back towards the wall, so you're turning your chest back to center. Take a breath. Exhale, stretch the right leg. From here, take your left hand towards your right leg. And from here, we're going to twist. Right arm reaches all the way out to the bottom edge of your mat. And again, if you want to find a bind, bend the right knee. Let the left arm dangle over the right thigh. And then thread the left arm towards the right hip. And then catch the right hand behind the back in your bind. Once you have the bind, you might be able to straighten through the right leg. Take in a breath. Exhale, release, come all the way back to center. And from center, just step your right foot onto the floor. Whew. Happy hips. Give those legs a little bit of a shake. And then switching sides. Lift the left knee up into the chest. And then place the left foot onto the wall. Again, you can hold onto your leg or bring the fingertips and hands to the wall. Take a breath. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale to bend. Exhale to straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale to straighten. Taking the left hand towards the left foot or the left ankle. Turn your right toes out to the right. Readjust the legs as you need here for your stance. And then begin to reach the right arm right. So you're standing at the wall triangle pose. Optional to hold your triangle here, or take a little bend in the left knee, begin to work towards your bind. Dangle in the left hand just down by the left thigh, and then wrap the left arm around the back and take a hold of the right hand in the left. Take a breath here, and exhale, you might be able to straighten through that left leg. Finding your triangle bound at the wall. Take a breath. Exhale, release, turn all the way back around through center. Hands on the wall, take a breath, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. Take the right hand towards the left leg. Reach and twist the left arm back. Again, here if you want to challenge your bind, bend the right knee. Let that right hand dangle over the left leg, and then wrap the arms around each other to find your bind. If the bind is just not there for you, continue with your twisted triangle. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the bind if you have it. Bring the hands all the way back around to the wall. And then gently place your left foot onto the floor. Give those legs a little bit of a wiggle. Step up to the front edge of your mats. Take an inhale, arms lift and reach up high. Exhale, fold. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. If your block's there, hover yourself over your block. Inhale into your up dog. Exhale, child's pose. Sit back into those feet in child's pose. Use the block under the hands again if you like that sensation for your shoulders. Just taking a moment here to relax back into the feet. Slowing down your breath, steadying your heart. And from our child's pose, come and sit up into the feet. And then take the legs out in front of you. And all your straddle seat. Bring your blocks out in front of you, turn them onto their lowest level, and then lean forward. If you couldn't quite get to the lowest level at the beginning of the session, maybe you can get to it now. Maybe again, you need to bring that level up a little bit. Take a breath. Long exhale. From here, allow the shoulders to come back to center. Place your block by your right ankle. Left hand on the block, right hand on left. Other way around, right hand on the block, left hand on right. Take a breath. Exhale, bend the elbows, slide the block forward. Flex your right toes. Take a hold of the right foot in the left hand. And then inhale, find your twist. Seeing here if your twist is a little easier. If again, your left arm is in front of your nose, then just release the foot and keep that arm overhead. But if you can catch the toes and keep that left arm lifted, come into your full side stretch. Use your right arm against your right leg to twist a little bit more. Take a breath. And slowly release the twist. Come all the way back to center and take your block to your left. Left hand on the block, right hand on left. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows, slide the block long. Flex the feet and take a hold of the left foot in the right hand. And as you inhale, find your twist. Keeping a hold of the toes if you can, but again, if your arm is forward of your nose, of your gaze, then just release the arm and take it over the ear. Use the left arm to the inside of the left leg to encourage your twist a little deeper. Take a breath. Long exhale. And slowly release. As you release, slide the feet together. And then with bent knees, rock onto your back. Take a little massage of the back here on the floor. And then opening the knees and the feet wider than the hips. Lift the feet into the hands in your happy baby. And just rock around in happy baby here from side to side. Maybe you're rocking up and down the length of the spine. Feel them into your hips. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And release the feet. Draw the knees in towards each other. And then place the soles of the feet to the floor. Inhale, arms lift and reach all the way overhead. Exhale, twist the knees to the right. Inhale, knees center. Exhale, twist the knees left. Inhale, knees center. Exhale to your Shavasana. Taking a moment or two in your Shavasana to set yourself up. Put on your layers. Maybe you're turning down your lights. Maybe you're changing the way you're lying. Maybe you take your legs up the wall or over your furniture. Just allowing your body to come into a space that feels comfortable for you. Wiggle into the shoulders so the arms feel comfortable. Wiggle into the hips until the legs feel comfortable. Wiggle the fingers, the toes. Massage the head against the floor. And when you feel you're in your space, take a full deep breath in from the soles of the feet to the top of the head. And as you exhale, relax the body. Full deep breath in. Draw the breath in from the soles of the feet to the top of the head. Exhale, release, and soften into your body. Keeping your breath slow and steady. Each breath, relax another part of your body. As you inhale, maybe you focus on the fingers. And as you exhale, soften the fingers. Your inhale might focus on your toes. Your exhale might be able to soften those toes a little bit more. Moving around your body, focusing on one part on the inhale. And then allowing it to soften on the exhale. You might even add in a little bit of tension as you inhale. You might squeeze the muscle. And as you exhale, relax the muscle. Slowly working through the body to release any tension, any tightness. Beginning here to deepen the length of your breath. Taking a full breath in. Feel your breath filter all the way into your fingers, your toes, the top of the head. Exhale, sigh it all out, let it all go. Inhale, fill the body with your breath. Feel the breath filter into the hands, the feet, the fingers, the toes. Exhale, release. Inhale and full body stretch. Exhale in the knees into the chest and rock all the way up to your seat. As you rock up to your seat, rest the hands over the legs. Sit tall, sit strong, sit proud. Pull the belly in, the waist in. And as you inhale here, opening the arms wide, reach all the way up to the ceiling, to the sky above you. Exhale in the palms of the hands together, draw down into center, bringing all of your power, strength, energy with you. Inhale and wide arms reach up to the ceiling, to the sky. Exhale in the palms of the hands together, draw down into your power. Inhale and wide arms reach high. Exhale, hands together, draw down towards center, bowing the forehead to the thumbs. Taking a moment here to simply thank yourself for showing up onto your mat today, for taking this time out for you. Thanking you all for your energy and practice today. Namaste.